This just dropped here from Axios. Foreign-born students out-earn their native-born peers. Now, you might think that my knee-jerk reaction to this might be like, this is why we got to get just the American-born workers into the colleges. Well, that is true, but I'm going to defend the foreign students for a second here. So Axios goes on the right that workers with college degrees who come to the U.S. on student visas out-earn their native-born peers, but also do more of the research and development work critical to the economy, according to a new analysis of data from the National Survey of College Graduates. What does that mean? Well, what that means is the foreigners aren't coming here to major in social work and gender studies, so they actually can make a living. And they actually are developing skill sets that make them money in the economy. What a novel concept.
Talk about a bombshell.
I know, right? It's a shocker. And Axios writes that. They write it in a much more politically correct way than I just said it. But they write here, they do more of the research and development work critical to the economy. Yes, they are studying things that actually can earn you a living, that American-born students are not going to college to do, right? So here are some of the numbers. As of 2023, there were 2.1 million year-round full-time workers in the U.S. with bachelor's degrees who first came here on a student visa, per the Economic Innovation Group, which did the research. They earned a median salary of $115,000, compared with an $87,000 median for native-born workers with at least a college degree. 27% of those who came here on student visas are engaged in research and development work, compared to 12% of native-born workers. So they're coming here to do R&D, science, big tech. That's what they're doing. I mean, I was in Boston early last month. First weekend in May. I went to visit my brother. He went to Boston College, and he's been living up there for a few years. And he lives in a part of Boston that when we were walking around on Friday night, I might have been in Seoul, South Korea. I mean, that's what it looked like. There is a massive Asian population there, and a lot of it obviously is students or recent graduates from Boston University, which is right around the corner from where he lives. Harvard's, stone's throw away. BC, Northeastern, you have a lot of these big colleges and universities that are right there in Boston. And they have a lot of foreigners coming over, and they're actually like studying real stuff. So two things can be true here. One, Trump is right saying, hey, these American universities should be America first, and they should be looking for American citizens. Now, the dirty little secret here, too, is that the foreigners pay full freight to go to American colleges. Most Americans don't. You just can't afford it. I mean, these things are 50, 60, 70, 80 grand a year, all in, room and board, food, the whole deal, when all is said and done. The foreigners oftentimes are paying full freight. American-born students are not. They're getting the scholarships and things like that. So they get the foreigners in to pay full freight. They're the ones who actually study stuff that's like worth something. The Americans too many times don't. And then we sit here and wonder why there's an income gap between these two. Well, 20% or 27% of those who came here on student visas are engaged in research and development. Less than half of that number, 12% of native-born workers are doing the same kind of studies. So what do you think's going to happen? There's going to be a major gap in terms of the income because that's where the money is. This is not rocket science. It's really not all that difficult to understand. So Trump is right to say our institutions should first and foremost be for American citizens. He's absolutely right on that. But we also have to do such a better job, and this ties back to the K through 12 issues that we currently have. We got to get those kids, these young people, interested in these jobs as well. I got 30 seconds. Mike in KCMO, go ahead.
Axios came to the wrong conclusion with the results. I work with a lot of foreign-born people, whether they're car mechanics or physicians. They all have the same thing. How can you not making money in America. They blame American laziness for the income disparity rather than anything else. These people
Good
work
point.
60, 70-hour weeks.
Good point. They hustle. You're right about that, man. It's a generality, but you're right. They absolutely hustle.